To make these hand screw clamps, I'm primarily using threaded rod and construction lumber. I'm starting off with the handles. I'm cutting 2 pieces 6 inches in length from a 2x2. Next, I have to drill 1/4-inch holes on the ends of these, which I'm just doing by hand. Of course, this would be more accurate with a drill press. An optional step here is to shape the handles. I'm just using a thin belt sander, just a 1-inch belt sander, to round off the ends and kind of shape the grips. Next, I'm cutting all the threaded rod to 16 inches using an angle grinder and a diamond blade. Now all of the threaded rod has to be glued in the handles, and I'm just using construction adhesive to hold this in place because that adheres to both metal and wood. Now I'm starting on the clamping jaws, which I'm making out of more construction lumber. And I'm starting off by ripping a 3-inch piece from this scrap 2x material. The 2x material adds strength, but it also leaves more room for holes for the pivots and rod. I have to cut 2 pieces from this, each at 10 inches in length, each of which are going to be a jaw. I'm also cutting the corners on these 2 inches over and 3 inches down. This is really just for aesthetics. I need pivot points 1.5 inches from either end of the shorter sides, and I'm going to start off focusing on room for the threaded rod to fit. So I'm drilling a 1/4-inch hole on both sides of each one of the jaws. I'm also elongating these holes, so once again using the drill press just to get this started to help hog out more material on the side, and I'm also using a hand drill and 1/4-inch bit just to try to smooth that out. As you can see here, this allows room for the threaded rod and handle to rotate back and forth. Now I have to drill 1-inch holes in the top and bottom of each one of these pieces. This is going to leave room for a 1-inch dowel to be used as the pivots. Now for the actual pivots, I need 2 pieces with 3/8-inch holes. These are going to have threaded inserts, so the 3/8 just matches the threaded insert that I have. Next, I need another 2 pieces, but this time they're just going to have 1/4-inch holes because this is just going to be a pass-through for the threaded rod. Now for assembly, you can see the threaded pivot goes on the far side where the pass-through is closer to the handle. I'm first going to add a washer, and basically what I'm doing is sticking this through one of the jaws, and I'm using another washer and 2 nuts to basically lock the handle in place. So it can rotate, but it's not going to move back and forth through this end of the jaw. I'm also using a drill just to help this out because I got tired of threading these all the way down the rod. Of course, if you use a different thread size, this, would be faster. For locking the nuts in place, it's easy. You just need 2 wrenches, and this ensures that it's not going to move on you as you twist and rotate the handle.